What's up, everybody? Belligerent here with another Bloodline video. And before we get into it, I want to throw a couple of things at you, okay? The first one I'm going to throw at you up in the upper left-hand corner is our Discord invite code. So you can head on over to Discord, join our server. We want you all to come hang out with us. We're having a blast. We're building a good community. There's a lot of good people there, a lot of good conversation going on. It's also where you can recommend videos to me, ask me questions, and it's also where I'm going to leak, and I have been, leaking some of the information that I'm getting ready to put out in videos. You'll find out some of that stuff first. Some of it I hold on to it for the videos, but some of it we discuss beforehand. I leak some of it, and we just have a great time, a good time. So come on over, help us continue to build the greatest unofficial Bloodline server that's out there. The second code that I want to throw at you is a guild code. So if you head on over to the guild tab, up on the top there, you see where it says enter name or ID to search for guild. You can enter this ID. Now, the guild that I'm a part of, we just maxed out on our main server, and so we decided to expand to another server. I'm going to be kind of running that branch of our guild, so to speak, but we have a guild Discord where kind of everybody comes together. So we got a lot of great people on it. We're small right now. We are on server 295. And if you enter this code that you see down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you can go to server 295, find our guild, come on over and join it. I'm happy to help you. If you're new, if you're experienced, come on over and help us grow the guild better. And like I said, we are slowly expanding to other servers, so it's going to be a great presence, a great guild community there for you if that's what you're into. The last one I'm going to throw you is an invite code. Now, over on the left-hand side of your screen, when you log in, underneath your account icon, you'll see Go ID, Mail, Feature Preview, Quests, and then you'll see the community chat bubbles. So when you come into this, now you have to be prior to stage 320. So if you start up a new account on a different server, or you are brand new to the game and you are prior to stage 320, you can come into this area. Down at the bottom, you will see 3 tabs: community, invitation code, and rewards. So if you go into the invitations code, this is where you will put this code that I'm giving you in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen right now. If you do that prior to stage 320, when you hit stage 320, you will get these rewards: 100 diamonds, 10 construction plans, and 200,000 bread. Okay, do that. You'll get those rewards after you complete stage 320. When you complete stage 320, you can go to your rewards tab, or find your invitation code, start giving that invitation code to other people so you can start getting rewards from friends that you're inviting. Okay, so that's what I got for you, and now let's get into the video. right, let's jump into this. We're talking composition today. I got another comp for you guys, and I'm really excited about this one. This might be the best campaign comp that I've put together yet. We're calling it Inferno. It's obvious why. If you watched the montage, it's obvious why. Right? We're dealing with the Ignis clan, but not only that, we're using the Pyromancer trait. So let's jump into this. Let's look at the champions now. I don't have my champions perfectly spec'd out where I want them, but the comp is working, so we can discuss traits and what traits I plan on putting on them in the future, okay? So first and foremost, I have my male Aeson. Kind of plays the support role, but is very much still a damage dealer. His ultimate is so strong. His passive is so strong. Like, I feel outside of maybe female Lionstone, he might be the most must-play champion. Like, that's kind of where I'm getting to with him. Like, it's just hard to get rid of this passive, all teammate strength, right? I'm up to 14% on this one. That's a lot of damage to be there constantly. Plus his AoE nukes everything, so he's really strong. So we have him. We have the female Ignis. We have the male Ignis. As our front line, we have female Lionstone. She is a must-play. As you see here, I'm running a rare, because that's the best I have on this account. Please send help. Need to get a better one, but she does her job. That ultimate of hers, even on a rare, right, I'm getting 250.5% bonus strength from this ultimate. Eventually also bonus attack speed, but attack speed isn't working yet. So, but you have to play her. Like, that buff is too strong. I hope, and I know a lot of you are going to kill me for this, I hope they nerf her or we get a good counter to her or something, because it's really kind of boring having to have this champion on my board all the time because the damage buff is just too good. I would like some more balance. All right, my other frontliner I'm using right now is Yiv for his energy control, but also because he a lot of times will dive bomb the back, which will cause the enemy team to turn and attack him and kind of all group together. I think ultimately I'm leaning towards maybe like a male Sally Horn who kind of dashes to the back of their group and draws everybody's aggro better, so they're all grouped together. But right now, I don't have a good Sally Horn right now, so right now this is what I'm using, and he's working, but I would probably go with male Sally Horn, and we'll probably change it out in the future, so that's a swap for you to consider. So how does this comp work? Well, as you may have noticed, except for her, and I actually eventually plan to put it on her, it's just difficult to get that trait onto a rare champion because I can't marry it into certainty. As where with mythics, I can do enough marriages to where I am guaranteed to get the clan trait onto them. So we're using, so with the Ignis, we have the Pyromancer and we have the Focus. Focus from Yiv gives them more energy. Right, the rest of my skills not where I want them. Brutal, obviously. Fierce is a good one. They're both 17s. I'd obviously rather see those 18s and eventually 22s. I would probably on this one switch out Honorable for Athletic. But otherwise, his traits are actually pretty good. Her traits are a mess because she started as a legendary. But we have the Pyromancer, have the Athletic, have the Fierce. I need the Brutal and I need the Focus. I have a male Yiv ready to go. I just need a common female Ignis so I can get the Pyromancer trait onto him and guarantee that my Focus comes onto her. So with the male Aeson, we have Pyromancer, we have Focus, Brutal, and Athletic. His are pretty much where I want them for this comp. In the future, I might go the direction of more of a support role, which you might have seen in another video of mine where we put on stuff like hulking and sanguine. But on this server, on this account, the Lumi aren't even available yet, and I haven't pulled the mythic Fulgur to get the hulking, so right now we're just going kind of damage with him as opposed to having those support traits. And then again, Pyromancer on him. I'm not too upset about these traits as far as healthy, loyal, brutal. I don't think he needs damage for the way I'm using him. I actually want him to have a little bit more health. So honestly, I might even consider looking for energetic instead of the loyal to give him a little bit more health. But his traits are also pretty much where I want them to be. So as you've noticed, we're playing off of the Pyromancer trait. Now, the reason that I say this is a campaign comp is because much like a wildfire, yes, pun intended, much like a fire, this comp is very unpredictable. If you're not familiar with it, let's read it. Pyromancer trait. When attacking, there is a 20% chance to inflict burning. The target takes damage equal to 22% of the attacker's strength to the target for 3 seconds. So this is a very, very RNG-based comp. When it works, it's beautiful, and everybody disappears from the board in spectacular, explosive fashion. When it doesn't work, you lose. So the reason I call it a campaign trait, because if we're talking PvP, if we're talking about arena, you don't have that option of losing. In campaign, you can lose a level 5 times with the same comp, and on the 6th time you win. That's the nature of the RNG part of this game. And so we have a 20% chance to land that Pyromancer. So when we trigger the burn, and we trigger the burn on enough of the enemy comp, they all disappear from the female Ignis's ult, especially if they're all grouped together, because all those explosions damage everybody that's close to them as well. So it's RNG as far as how good or how much damage we're going to do. So on a campaign, that's fine. We don't care, if we have to lose 3 times in order to win the level, that's fine. Okay? And as you can see here, I'm going to show you a real quick clip of a match. And this comp in campaign is pulling almost 60 levels above its weight class. If you don't know, this is kind of how I judge how good I think a comp is when I run them through campaign, how high above how high above your weight class can you punch? So if you're level 100, how high can the enemy level go before you just can't get past it? Okay? And you see here that we defeated a team that was 254 level, while my champions were 195. The Lionstone was even 190. Okay? That is the biggest gap that I have personally achieved with my comps. Okay? 60 well, technically 59 levels, but almost 60 levels above their weight class, because when you land the Pyromancer and the 2 Ignis use the Pyromancer to increase their damage, it almost doesn't matter what level they are. They explode and they disappear. It is so fun to watch. It's like the fireworks on the 4th of July. I really enjoy this comp. But it's very RNG based. So it's probably not a good one to run in PvP unless you are just significantly stronger than your target. It's probably not a reliable one to leave in the arena because of its RNG nature. Because you have 20% to land Pyromancer, and if you're getting bad RNG on those attacks, you're not landing Pyromancer, and then you're just kind of a middle-of-the-road double Ignis comp that doesn't really do a whole lot. But with everybody having Pyromancer, especially when the male Yiv can get to the back line and get some burning going on their backline targets, and that way everybody's exploding. And when they can all gather around Yiv when he jumps into the back, and then they all kind of turn and go attack him, and he takes the aggro, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It does take a bit of resources because you're going to have to marry a lot of champions to get all the Pyromancers onto everybody. Focus on everybody. I highly recommend as well for this comp. But that's what the comp is. This is the Inferno Comp. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to try it. Like, comment, subscribe. I am Belligerent. Peace.